In a world hyper-connected by social media, how far can a lie travel before the truth catches up? This question takes on a chilling relevance in our modern age, where a single tweet can spark global outrage or ignite a viral trend in the blink of an eye. The ancient tale of the boy who cried wolf finds new life in the digital age, offering a cautionary yet relatable story about the seductive power of attention and the devastating consequences of betraying trust in a world where everyone has a voice and every voice can be amplified. Our protagonist isn't tending sheep on a secluded hillside, but navigating the bustling digital landscape of social media. He is a young boy named Sam, armed with a smartphone and an insatiable desire for attention. Sam, like many of his peers, measures his worth by the number of likes, retweets, and followers he can garner. His days are spent scrolling through endless feeds, his mind numbed by the constant barrage of information and desperate for a way to stand out from the digital noise. One lazy afternoon, an idea sparks in Sam's mind, a mischievous grin spreading across his face. What if he cried wolf, not across the fields, but across the vast digital plains of Twitter? He could craft a thrilling narrative, a desperate plea for help, knowing full well that there was no danger. It was all a game, a harmless prank to alleviate his boredom, and more importantly, to boost his online presence. With a few deft taps on his phone, Sam sends his fabricated cry for help echoing through the digital world, his heart pounding with a mixture of excitement and trepidation. Sam's tweet, crafted with a sense of urgency and peppered with relevant hashtags, quickly gained traction. People, hungry for drama and eager to be part of a developing story, retweeted his message, their digital voices amplifying his lie. Sam's follower count soared, his phone buzzing incessantly with notifications, each ping a testament to the power he wielded with a few carefully chosen words. He reveled in the attention, his boredom replaced by the intoxicating thrill of deception. He pictured people, glued to their screens, their hearts racing with concern for his fabricated plight. He imagined frantic calls being made to authorities, news vans scrambling to reach his remote location, all because of his clever fabrication. Sam had become the shepherd of 140 characters, herding not sheep, but the attention of the digital masses, leading them on a merry chase fueled by his lies. However, amidst the intoxicating rush of online validation, a seed of unease began to sprout in Sam's mind. The line between reality and the digital world blurred, his online persona overshadowing the person he was offline. The weight of his deception, though seemingly weightless in the digital realm, began to press down on him, a constant reminder of the fragile foundation upon which his newfound fame was built. The ease with which he had captured the attention of so many, the blind trust strangers placed in his words, both thrilled and terrified him. He hadn't considered the potential consequences, the erosion of trust his actions would cause, not just for himself, but for anyone who dared to cry wolf in the future. His digital playground, once a source of amusement, now felt like a vast and unforgiving wilderness, his lie a wildfire spreading out of control. Egged on by his initial success, Sam continued to weave his web of lies, each tweet more audacious than the last. He became a master of manipulation, his tweets expertly crafted to evoke maximum emotional response. He realized that fear, more than anything, kept his audience engaged. His followers, initially sympathetic and concerned, became increasingly invested in his fabricated drama, their own lives momentarily forgotten as they became unwitting participants in his digital charade. The hashtag #PrayForSam started trending. Fan art depicting his fictional encounters with the wolf-flooded social media, and online forums buzzed with theories about the elusive creature terrorizing him. Sam had tapped into the collective need for connection, for shared experiences, albeit fabricated, in a world that often felt isolating and overwhelming. However, with each fabricated tweet, the real world inched closer. The villagers, in this modern retelling, were not limited to a small, geographically bound community, but comprised a global network of digital citizens. And while their initial response to Sam's cries mirrored that of their folktale counterparts, rushing to his aid with each fabricated tweet, their patience, like their digital attention spans, was finite. The more Sam cried wolf, the more desensitized his audience became. The line between entertainment and exploitation blurred, and the digital villagers, once eager participants in his drama, began to question the authenticity of his claims. Sam's story, though rooted in a timeless fable, is a reflection of the world we inhabit, a world where the lines between reality and the digital realm are increasingly blurred. It highlights the seductive nature of attention in the age of social media, where validation is often measured in likes and retweets, and the allure of viral fame can be intoxicating. Sam's journey from boredom to deception to regret is a cautionary tale, reminding us that while the internet offers a platform for connection and expression, it can also be a breeding ground for deceit and manipulation. Sam's cries for help, initially met with concern and empathy, eventually fell on deaf ears, as his credibility eroded with each fabricated tweet. The digital villagers, once eager to believe his tales, became wary, their trust shattered by his repeated deceptions. The very platform that had amplified his voice now served as a stark reminder of the fleeting nature of online fame and the lasting consequences of dishonesty. The moral of the story, once confined to the pages of a children's book, takes on a renewed sense of urgency in our digital age. The boy who cried wolf, in our modern retelling, is not just a mischievous child, but a symbol of the potential for deceit and manipulation that exists within each of us. It serves as a stark reminder that trust, once broken, is difficult to rebuild, both in the physical and digital realms. The inevitable finally happened. A shadow fell across Sam's window, longer and more menacing than any he had ever seen. The rustling he heard outside his door was not the wind, but the unmistakable sound of paws padding across the floor. The wolf, no longer a figment of his online persona, but a terrifying reality, had arrived. Sam, paralyzed by fear, reached for his phone, his fingers trembling as he tried to type a message, a real cry for help this time. But the words wouldn't come. How could he, after weeks of spinning elaborate lies, convince anyone that this time the danger was real? His previous tweets, once a source of amusement and pride, now mocked him, their digital ghosts a constant reminder of his folly. The followers who had hung on to his every word, who had rushed to his aid with each fabricated tweet, were now nowhere to be found. His cries, once echoing through the digital plains, were met with deafening silence. The weight of his lies, once so easy to dismiss, now crushed him, his digital persona offering no protection against the very real danger he faced. The wolf, sensing his fear, inched closer, its eyes glowing in the darkness. Sam, abandoned by the digital villagers he had so effortlessly manipulated, was left to face the consequences of his actions alone. His phone, once a tool for deception, now lay useless in his hand, its screen dark, reflecting his own terrified face. The tale of the boy who cried clickbait serves as a modern-day parable for the digital age. It reminds us that in a world saturated with information, where attention is a commodity and truth is often subjective, credibility and trust are paramount. Just as the boy's lies ultimately left him vulnerable and alone, so too can our own digital deceptions have real-world consequences. The internet, for all its wonders, cannot shield us from the consequences of our actions. The story also highlights the ephemeral nature of online fame. Sam's followers, initially drawn to his fabricated drama, were quick to move on when the novelty wore off, their attention spans as fleeting as the next viral trend. In the relentless churn of the digital world, where yesterday's news is quickly forgotten, authenticity and integrity are the only currencies that hold lasting value. As we navigate the ever-evolving landscape of social media, the tale of the boy who cried clickbait serves as a timely reminder of the importance of responsible digital citizenship. It challenges us to consider the impact of our words and actions online, to be discerning consumers of information, and to prioritize authenticity over fleeting digital fame. In a world where everyone has a voice, it is our responsibility to ensure that our voices are used to build trust, foster connection, and promote truth. For in the digital village, just like in the real one, trust is a fragile thing, easily broken and difficult to repair.